How's it going, super friends, and welcome back to my channel. For today we're going to be having a quick look at the history of the DC Universe Aquaman figure from Series 2. This one's an oldie but a goodie. On the back you can see that this also came with Black Lightning, the Flash, and the Creeper. I don't have Black Lightning, I don't have the Creeper, but I do have the Flash, so there'll be a review of him coming up as well. Until just recently, this Aquaman figure has always managed to evade my grasp, so let's open him up quickly before he swims away. For those of you not openers, you might want to look away. This is going to get brutal because I'm just going to tear right into it like a rabid dog digging into a steak. Ah, drat. The dreaded twist ties. Okay, just give me a second. Twisty here, twisty there, twisty everywhere. Get out of there, Aquaman! Get out! Get out! It seems that his ankles were also tied in as well. No wonder that package gave me such a hard time. Shazza! And there's Aquaman right there. Looking pretty much like Aquaman that I remember as a kid. He's got the orange tunic, the green pants, the black undies, the gloves. Note how the fingers are outstretched to make him swim. Not something that I would do. I'm probably going to find another pair of green hands and switch them off, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with this figure. This looks like Aquaman from when I was a kid. Even the fins on the back of the pants. Let's go in for a closer look. First, I think I need to take time to appreciate the fact that this Aquaman's actually smiling. This is the hands on the hips, chuckling with the rest of the super friends at lame dad jokes Aquaman. And I like my Aquaman that way. Don't get me wrong, I like the more complex, long-haired, bearded, annoyed Aquaman, but I like this Aquaman just the same. Now, starting at his feet and working our way up to his head, you're going to notice that as I review these figures that a lot of the sculpting details are exactly the same. Then usually the knee down to above that piece of articulation, and the legs right here, the biceps, the shoulders, the chest, and the abs, and the neck piece are going to be typically all the same, but it's nicely done. It's well done. This here isn't really much of an ab crunch. I'll get into that when I get into the articulation, but overall the sculpting is pleasing to the eye. I really do like how they've sculpted these figures. No butt cheeks, but I mean, I guess you don't really need butt cheeks. Now, articulation for the Atlantean King is going to be as follows. He's got shoulder articulation that really doesn't do a whole lot. It can spin around 360 degrees, but it doesn't really have much in the way of going up. I really don't want to break those shoulder hinges. This is one of those DC Direct figures that really is a good example of being a movable statue. The biceps themselves do swivel all the way around. You have a single jointed elbow, rotates at the wrist, and it rotates at the top of the glove. You've also got waist articulation, 360 degrees rotation. Like I mentioned the ab crunch before, it doesn't really do much. You can look down just a little bit, not much, and then look up again. So that's about what you get for the ab. The head itself is on a ball joint, which is to be expected for most DC Direct action figures after 2003 at least. You have your legs, and they can go all the way forward, so you can sit down and enjoy some french fries, fish and chips perhaps, but they don't go back very far on account of his butt gets in the way. The knees themselves are single jointed articulation, nothing for the ankles, and you can spin below the knees all the way down in 360 degrees. So the articulation in this figure, it's kind of lame, not gonna lie, but again, you probably heard me say it before. For someone like me, it doesn't really matter that much because I pose mine on a shelf and then just leave them there to collect dust like forever. And I take them down to dust them. That's pretty much it. I mean, I was gonna make some sort of a dabbing joke right here, but I can't even really make him properly dab. There's just that little articulation in these figures. And here we see Aquaman wedged in between the history of the DC Universe, world's finest Batman, and Superman. Although admittedly Superman is a custom new cape and new head, however the bodies are exactly the same, so you'll get a great idea of how he's going to look in between your Batman and Superman from history of the DC Universe. And here we see Aquaman posed in between the DC Universe Classics as Bats and the Marvel Legends Captain America, just for further sized reference. So you can see that this Aquaman, you could not really pose it with your DC Universe Classics without it looking a little bit out of size and shape. His head's bigger, the body is bigger and more bulkier. However, this does fit in really nicely with the rest of your 7-inch DC Direct action figures, I'm sure of it. Anyhow, that's all the time I have today to make this video, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please slap a like on it so I know you liked it. Leave any comments you have down in the comments section below. If you think you'd like to see more of this kind of content show up in your inbox, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button and ding the bell, and you'll never miss a video, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!